Hey y'all, happy Thanksgiving week. Happy Money Monday. Did you catch the premiere of my latest video? Lord, I almost forgot the name of it. But I'm talking about building a budget for Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving on a budget. If you haven't, be sure to go back and watch it. Like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all your support. We are now well over 2,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for your support, y'all. I'm so excited to keep building with you. But in light of, Thanksgiving, I definitely wanted to just drop off a Thanksgiving holiday budget video. I'm not sure if y'all saw my shorts, but I did my Thanksgiving shopping, well, the bulk of it, and then I went to another store as well. But I did my Thanksgiving shopping per usual. I do like a big grocery shopping trip around the first of the month, and that typically lasts me the whole month. There are some things that I'll have to kind of go back throughout the month, like getting fresh vegetables. I'm trying to do that more, or fresh fruit as well. Y'all, I bought a pineapple. They had pineapples on sale for 97 cents this past weekend, and I got a pineapple cutter today. So I'm excited to use it. I never used a pineapple cutter before, so y'all will probably see me over there in my shorts using that. But that's not a part of my Thanksgiving haul. That's just me trying to eat fruit and be healthy. But yeah, y'all, what is most important to you about your Thanksgiving budget, right? I'm only cooking for me, thank the Lord. So I don't have a whole lot of things going on when it comes to that. But in the video, I talk about, my line item typically for groceries is $150. Like, that's what I spend in a month. And I typically don't spend all of it. Sometimes I will. But a lot of times, by the end of the month, yeah, I have something left over. And then for holidays, like sometimes I'll add a little extra in there. I didn't for this holiday because I ain't doing, it's just me. I'm not doing a whole lot of cooking. But I did kind of, get my list together, which I'll talk about that in the video as well. When you're doing stuff for the holidays, like, yeah, we know to go to the grocery store with the list, got it, right? But when you are cooking for the holidays, like, it is so important for you to literally write out every single thing that you need. Like in the video, I talk about if you need I was going to say 2 pairs of napkins. If you need 2 packets of napkins, then make sure you write down 2 packets. If you need 2 10-pound turkeys, make sure you write down 2 10-pound turkeys, because what happens is during the holidays, all these things are coincidentally on sale, right? You see all, the sweets on sale, the larger meats are on sale, and it's tempting to be like, oh, I could use that, and it's not on your list, right? I also talk about, doing inventory before you go to the grocery store, when you're doing holiday shopping, because a lot of times we do have these things, but then a lot of times, like, we don't, right? So I know for me, like, I open up the pantry, I look in there, I'm like, okay, how many cans of this do I have? Am I running low on this? I consider running low to be where you down to just one, right? I typically try to buy stuff in doubles so that it lasts me. Some things I'll buy in triples, like things that I use a lot, of course. But really doing a thorough inventory of what do I actually need. Because listen, if you got that cranberry sauce in there from last year and it's not expired, right? Why you need to buy another one? Okay. That was one of the things that I actually didn't have. And I like cranberry sauce. I hope I'm not the only one. But, really looking at what do I have, right? So that you don't overspend, and so that you don't buy things that you're not going to use because you already have it, right? And some things are just like Thanksgiving. Like, do people eat stuffing outside of Thanksgiving? Like, is that a thing? I like stuffing, but it's not like I need to have it, you know. So do people typically, you know, cook that outside of Thanksgiving? So you want to be careful with those things that could, you know, get you off of your budget, and that could get you know, that could just end up sitting in your pantry until this time next year, and it actually is expired. So, you know, do that inventory, look in those cabinets, look in, you know, your pantry, look in your fridge, look in your freezer, and really look at the things that, you know, you need. And it's also a good time, you know, to see what has expired, right? But that's something that I think is very important when holiday shopping. Another thing that I talk about, something that I always do, you probably see me do this in my shorts, and that is bringing cash with you to the grocery store, right? So if I only have $150 line item, that's all I got in cash. But once I get up to the front, if they talk about $151, you know, if they talking about 152 cents, I done went over. So I got to put something back. And when you bring cash, you know, nobody wants to do that. So you're very conscious of, you know, what you are spending versus when you just swiping that debit card, or God forbid, you know, the credit card, you are more tempted to just overspend. Because once you get up there and they say, oh, you know, XYZ, you just gonna swipe it, right? You ain't gonna put nothing back, because most, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's on the card. Don't mean that it's in your budget line item, but it's on the card. So those are things that, you know, you just gotta safeguard yourself with those things. I also talk about, you know, name brand versus non-name brand. You know, are y'all name brand people when it come to groceries? I feel like I ain't grow up like that. Like, we got, you know, what was most affordable, right? Name brands was not like a big thing, right? I remember the toaster pastries, you know, that it came in like that little off-brand box, and ain't had no frosting on it. You know, I remember those things. But listen, when I go to the grocery store, I'll be grabbing the same thing. I could care less about a name brand. I do understand now some things, yes, you need name brand. For me personally, those things are ice cream. I like name brand ice cream. I think it tastes better. Now, there are some ice creams that are non-name brand. Like, some of the Great Value is okay. Kroger's off-brand is pretty good, but sometimes it just be like that dollar store ice cream. Ugh, you know, that I can't do that. Or cookies. I've just come to the conclusion that, like, my cookies have to be name brand. You know, they're just some things. I totally get it. You know, we want Oreos. We don't want, you know, Chocos or whatever it's called. You know, there are some things, so I get it. But what are those things that where it really doesn't matter, right? I know for me, I shop at Aldi. So, you know, I'm not a Whole Foods girl. I ain't a Trader Joe's girl. No, 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 you know. So I am, you know, going to go to Aldi and get their little name brand, and it tastes just as good to me, if not better. I know one thing I like at Aldi that's off brand is their pasta sauce. Like, their pasta sauce is so good. So sometimes I think we just have to get out of that. Oh my gosh, you know, just because you're hosting don't mean you need to go broke doing it. And then everybody full and went home with their little grocery money, and you broke, and it's just not, you know, a good thing. So don't get caught up in the name brand of things. Of course, there's some things that you may choose, but I think it's important to really look at your budget item and or your line item and see if that is going to be, you know, okay for you. If it's not, it's perfectly okay. Like, nobody really cares. And if they are judgy like that, like, don't invite them, you know. Just don't invite them, right? Or tell them, you know, you can bring that, you know, and you can use those name brand ingredients for us. But yeah, I think that's so important, right? Is to not get caught up in those things, because, you know, name brands and wanting name brand this, name brand that, those are things that really just knock us off from our financial goals, and they help to keep us broke, right? It's almost like that living for other people. So don't let it be you, girl. Net off brands are okay. But what are y'all cooking? Like, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving? I definitely want to know. I know for me, for Thanksgiving, y'all. I saw this picture on, I think I was on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm cooking. I saw it like a month ago, but it had catfish, devil eggs. I love devil eggs. Catfish, devil eggs, collard greens, and yams, and that's what I'm cooking. I already got my yams. I got my collard greens on Saturday. I already have some eggs. I need to check and see if I have some relish. I feel like I do, but I just got to double check that. I got the catfish from Aldi. Aldi actually had catfish. I've never bought catfish from there, I don't think. I would typically go somewhere else to get it, but they did have some. And yeah, listen, that's it for me. I was going to be fancy with the dessert. I did get some caramel praline ice cream, so I'm definitely cracking that open. And I have some brownies, so I ain't doing too much, y'all. Not too much at all. And what are y'all's Thanksgiving recipes or Thanksgiving week eats, you know, before you cook the big meal? Like, what do y'all typically cook to last y'all up until then? I went back to the good old spaghetti, except I switched it up a bit. I use the rotini noodles, and that's what I am having up until then. That typically will last me at least until Wednesday. So I'll be able to cook on Thursday. But yes, y'all, I was like, look, we keeping it simple. We you know, saving our purse strings. It ain't that serious. There's other things I want to buy for myself. So and a whole lot of food is not one of them. Um so yeah, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know, what is y'all's Thanksgiving line item from, you know, for your budget? What are you cooking? And what are you eating up until then? I want to know. Definitely let me know in the comments. Listen, thank y'all so much for y'all support. If you haven't, be sure to grab my latest freebie, which is the Jumpstart Savings Challenge, to help you to save an extra $300. Y'all be sure to grab that. I'm going to be dropping my December Savings Challenge soon. So be sure to grab that as well. I'll definitely let y'all know. I'll be back Wednesday. I'm giving an update on my doctoral journey. I just responded to an email from my chair. But yeah, y'all be sure to check that out on Wednesday. I probably won't go live Wednesday. But oh, hey cousin. But happy Thanksgiving to y'all. I hope to see y'all in these YouTube streets. And be sure to check me out on my shorts. I'll definitely be doing all of my cooking over on my YouTube shorts. I'm not one of those people who cooked the day before. Like, no, I wanted to be extra fresh. And like I said, I'm not cooking a whole lot of stuff anyway. So I will be doing that in my shorts. And I'ma see y'all over there. I feel like there was another announcement that I had. I think that's it. I'm gonna see y'all in the shorts, and be sure, if you haven't, go head back over and check out my latest video, and I'm gonna see y'all soon. Bye.